that we got that set up. What the heck? Come on now. Ain't letting me. There we go. Morning Classic, TJ. How you guys doing today? That's the second day in a row it's making me do a vertical. That's kind of agitating. Morning Diet. Alright. Y'all watched me sand this whole side yesterday, and I'm not happy with it. So, I put it up on stands, get it up a little higher. Hey Glenn! I got it up a little bit higher so I'm not bending over like that. For one thing, I want this stripe to be completely smooth. After it's completely wet sanded, buffed, polished, ready to go, I don't want you to be able to feel that stripe. I knew I had to come back over it, but I'm gonna knock it out. I already did the other side this morning. I'm taking 800 grit, believe it or not. I never go that coarse, ever. Still, if you look down the sides, you can see just a little bit of ripple. It was not getting as flat as I like to see. So I'm gonna nip it in the butt and I'm gonna get this thing straight. It was straight before I started, so it's gonna be straighter when I'm done. I'm using a hard block this time. Adam left this one here. I don't know where mine's at. I rarely use hard blocks like that. But if you want it straight, even though it's curved both directions and you know what you're doing, you can get it straight with a hard block on a curved surface. Gotta grab my dry rag here. All right, let's get this thing sanded. There's so much clear on here, it would not lay flat, especially for the conditions I got. Morning, JG. So I'm going to cut these stripes down flat, and then I got that area up there where I had that run for no reason whatsoever. If you stand back here, you can still see it. I'm going to get rid of it. Morning, Beck. I tried to tag you this morning, Beck. Your name didn't even show up for some reason. I couldn't get it to show up on the suggested thing. Now with 800, you gotta be careful. You can go through it real quick, even though there's 5 coats. That's no better. The other side took me a little bit longer because Adam was in here helping. He did what he felt comfortable with, so that's perfect. He come up to about right here, so I had the full sanding on it. This is a 63 Biscayne. Hey, Rusty. Am I missing anybody here? No, actually 3 coats is normal for me. 3 to 4 coats is normal. This one here, it's actually got almost 2 full gallons before mix of glycerin. Glycerin is a really, really high solid clear, and it lays out really heavy anyways, so. I think on that dark that I did, I think, if I remember right, I only did 2 heavy coats on that one. He didn't want to get into the expense, you know. It was really cold out. I gotta cut it. These belt lines always fight me. I got, like this one here, I got to run right there. When you're spraying up at it and make sure you got clear down here, and then when you spray up here, you're spraying down at it, and it all gathers right there. I honestly, if I had somebody to come in and paint for me, that would be awesome, because I really don't like the paint work. I don't mind this part. I don't mind the prep work, all the body work, that stuff, yeah, that's fine. But when it comes to the paint, that's not me. Man, that's coming out like glass now. Thank you, Rusty. Fabrication, the body work, that stuff there, that's what I find interesting. But, you know, most people don't want to take their car to somebody else to have it painted when you've done all the work before. And a lot of shops won't take on another job that somebody else has worked on. Yeah, that's where I have the issues, the clear. But one thing, the bifocals really mess with that. Bifocals really mess with what you're seeing. They're great for reading and stuff like that, but Just like wiring, you get up underneath the dash, then bifocals will really mess with you there. It never fails. You're in the wrong position to see what you need to see. That depends. Location, availability of the materials, the cost of the materials, how much work the scoop needs. There's a lot of variables. If it's scuff and go, it doesn't really matter type thing, yeah, that's out of question. But if you're wanting it wet sanded, buff, the whole 9 yards, not really. Yep. And I'm using a hard block on a round surface. You don't want to stay exactly straight with that because you'll put little flat spots in it. You want to roll it across at an angle. That's right, that's right. A lot of people will say, well, I never get runs. I don't believe them. I do not believe them one bit. Everybody gets runs, especially if you put that many coats. I mean, it took me 12 hours to do clear on this thing. In between each coat, let it go. The fan stays on the whole time from when I start to finish. And you got to keep that air moving. In between each coat, you keep coming back where your paper is and tap it, check on it. I'm hoping to get the funds up to continue with my booth. I'm thinking about redoing my whole light system. Get the lights out of the booth itself so I can pressure wash the walls without 2 hours worth of work. And the concrete in here is pretty rough. I want to do some self-level on it. Get it smooth, get it level, and let it cure out good and do an epoxy on it. Make it a little easier to clean. Thank you, Classic. I appreciate that. It's looking a lot better. Still needs some mold though. Adam said, I've had enough. I ain't doing no more. He did what he was comfortable with. That's awesome. He said it was getting down to where he was starting to get scared of going through stuff. This is a combination of a few things. He started out with PPG on all the products. And I told him you're not going to be happy with it. That black was horrible. So we switched that over to R&M, Limco, and the red is still PPG. It laid out great. I mean, I have no complaints with that. The clear, he started out with, let me find it here. Shop line, JC6700. I told him, I said, I don't think you're going to be happy with that clear whatsoever. I said, and then when I go to wet sanded buff, you're not going to be even happy with that because the labor is going to be higher. So he did some research and found online where he could get Glazerite at a real decent price, and he went with that. And I told him that's the best thing he could have done. I'll tell you, I was happy with Tamco when they first came out. Customer service, Tammy, when she was there, that was top notch. I was real happy with it. I was in the middle of a paint job one time, and it was black. It was a rush job, and I did not have enough material for it, and that right there did away with all mail-in orders like that. I couldn't get it. I had to go local, which meant I wet sanded the whole thing back down and resprayed it with, I think at that time it was the AR 9000. Because the customer wanted single stage. You know, I don't like single stage, but I'll spray whatever the customer tells me to spray. And then when Tammy left, it's like, I don't know, she hasn't responded to me once since then, because I wanted to try that new company she started. Morning, double up. It's always a run around trying to get parts. Yeah, I found that mail order type stuff like that is good for certain things. Yeah, I saw that. Everybody's laying claims on it. You need to hurry up and get to 10,000, buddy. Everybody go slide over to Valiant Customs and subscribe. 10,000 subscribers. He's giving away a sweet short box square body. Morning, Rooster. Nope, no flow coat. We're just cutting and buffing. He debated on it. But in the end, we've got 14 days till the show. Time just don't allow that. Taking off, Glenn. Have a good one, buddy. Yes, I did. I missed a couple spots. They'll get gotten. They'll get gotten. Awesome. Welcome in from Japan. Smash that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button too. Still feel a little bit of an edge on it. I'm so glad I put this up on the stands. It's a little easier on my back. It is actually 2005 Dodge Viper Blue Pearl Metallic. And then the black is a Chrysler 300 black. Had to think there for a second. Morning, cars. Out there enjoying that sunshine, I see. My wife was looking at the weather thing out that way. Man, it looks gorgeous out your way. Make that line disappear. June gloom. It was showing full sun out there on the weather thing. Believe it or not, I'm using coarser grit than I ever have. 800. But you gotta figure, every coat that I sprayed on this, I did an extra coat over the stripe. So if I did 5 coats over the whole thing, there's 10 coats on this stripe. I knew when I went to sand, I wanted to cut that flat, so when you run your hand up like this, you don't know that stripe's there. So, I figured I can get it. Still gotta be careful though. It would suck to go through that clear right now. That's why I keep feeling on it. I kept waiting to see Build on a Budget have a video yesterday. I didn't see one. Hoping he don't overdo it. From somebody that has been in that position and overdid it. It ain't fun on the recoup if you overdo it. You know what? Yeah, I saw that too, Classic. I saw you guys was going to be up over 100. Tanya said, I'm ready to go to California. I think we might make 70 degrees today. Where's my wet rag at? I know I had a wet rag here somewhere. Oh well, I'll grab another rag. Yeah. How's the humidity out that way with it being that hot all the time? Because man, when it gets humid out here, it's unbearable. See about it. Yeah. It's like here, when it starts getting hot, you shut them doors and hold that cool air in. Hi, David. Hi, Joseph. some call it a boat, a land yacht. A 63 Biscayne, full air ride land frame. With it all aired out, there's a 1/4 inch under the K member. It's got a built 5.3 in it. I can't remember what transmission. I don't think he said it was a 4L80. This thing's 410 miles long when you're sanding. I don't know either one of them. Oh, I found my other rag. It's in the bucket. It's in the bucket! Toodaloo. Raining pretty good down there, Toodaloo. Now that's what I wanted to see. Yes, sir. We're trying to get all the little ripples and the runs. Yeah, I know. I got runs. At least I don't have the runs. All right. Now I guess I get to sit down. Yeah. You know which one's worse than this, don't you? 6970 Lincoln. Yeah, them quarters are long and flatter than this one. Yes, sir, they are. The old Cadillacs. I can't charge by the meter because I'm American. I don't know all that metric stuff. Never did learn it. If you noticed, I used my softer block when I was doing this curve right here. Up, I could have stopped about right here, but those curves are really hard to do with a hard block. Check something here. We got 46 watching. Awesome. Be right back, guys. Hey, Rickardy. So what's everybody doing this weekend? I can tell you what I won't be doing. I won't be sanding on this car. I've got about 3 hours tomorrow that I can work on my truck. I just might go live on the members on that. After that, I gotta run the ladies around. My daughter's boyfriend's coming in from Travis Air Force Base for about a week. So she wants to go get him some stuff. His birthday's next week, I guess. We're gonna run her around. Since she hasn't got her license at 21 years old yet. Boat races. I've seen some boat races back in the late 70s, early 80s. That was a minute or three. Well, hi there, backyard. Awesome. I'll tell you, I've done, I think, 4 vehicles this color now. Yeah, I keep the color handy because when I show it to customers, they all seem to like it. But out of all of them, this is the only one that's done glass or clear. All the others were RMC 5000, which I love that paint, or clear. That's good stuff. But you want the best, this is it. I've been out of that exhaust singing for so long, I don't even know what sounds good anymore. Yes, sir. Land yacht right here. Beautiful. Now up here, I'm going to have to sit down, because this is where that run was, and it went down below that line. Thank you, Aaron. Much appreciated. You as well. Actually, it ain't all that bad. No. I'm not using a DA. You go too quick, you can't pay attention to your lines. On a lot of jobs, that's okay. But this one here, I gotta pay close attention on this one. Yeah, too many curves to pay attention to on these. Now, down below the line, I might run the DA on that. Because honestly, as low as this thing sets, who's going to see that clear down here? Looks good. It is a 63 Biscayne. Wow, 69 people watching. Hit that thumbs up, guys. $63. All right, let's see if I can't move you guys around here without dropping the phone. How's that? Hi, Chris. How you doing? Been working on your truck, Rusty? Hiya, Donnie. Sorry, I had to stop and get a breath of fresh air. Now it's time to get my elbows up to my armpits wet. On all Are they all Fords? This one's got a pretty good ridge on it. I must not have seen it too much yesterday. On this one. The Ram, honestly, I don't know on the cooling system. I know the lifters. I think the 13 they changed that issue, but on the 12s the lifters went bad real quick. I think that's the reason mine was so hard to get, because it was mid-year and they was in the process of switching over, so it was kind of a mix of 12 and 13 design. It's getting there. On your 13 you did? Wow. I think I have 130,000 on my 13. We haven't had no issues, praise the Lord. I think 2009 or 2010. And you gotta tear half the motor apart to do a tune-up. Definitely. That's why when I built that 12 I had, before I put the front clip on, I went ahead and did a tune-up while I had everything apart. Most of the labor, or most of the cost is in the labor. The plugs ain't cheap. But if you take it to a dealer, you're gonna spend some hard-earned money on labor. I think our dealership here is like $300 an hour. And I'm thinking it was like 2.5 hours to book, something like that. Hey Rusty, you remember, oh yeah, 318, 360, that's the best ones for that era. Do you remember my black 2012 I built? I sold it here about a year ago. Went to Walmart the other day and said, well, not Walmart. We went to drop our daughter off at work. And it's the side Walmart. And we're sitting there and I see this black truck coming at me and I'm like, hey, that looks like a bumper I built. Get up closer, sure enough, it was the ram air hood system, the same wheels and the back bumper that I built. I told Tommy, I said, that's my truck. She goes, no it ain't, that's too short. They took the 11-inch lift off, put a 4-inch lift on it. That's crazy. Man, that truck was set up just right with that 11-inch lift. Did you see Randy Jr.'s on his way home? Hi, Sunshine. Welcome in the channel. Yeah, he's a happy camper now. He's got his engineer license. And he's done with that Atlanta schooling. Thank you, I appreciate it. Man, I love when you can bury those stripes and make them smooth. Means you got plenty of clear on there. Surprised to have a man in here. Okay, I'm gonna need help with the name. I hope I don't butcher it up. Hi, Jovan. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I'm gonna check on that. See how it's flowing. Looking good. Alright. Now back to letting that water run up my arms. Hi, Young. Welcome to the channel. So do you guys like the lives, how I've been doing it the past couple days, just get in here and work? I haven't been videoing yet. I'll do that after the live. That way the premiere still has good content. I'll probably finish this cut, and then I'll cut the live and go to recording for the regular video. That way my hit premiere still has content. I'm kind of liking doing this too. Keep it real. You guys can see it as it happens. Start getting hungry. Hungry, I tell you. Who was it that said to hit this with the DA? When I'm cutting this course, I don't want to cut it with the DA. It's too hard to get it to flow with the curves. Now, my next step's going to be 2000 grit. And once I get that far, I'm going to look at it, and if it needs more, then I'll step it up to probably 3000 on the DA. But 3000 is just to get rid of the hazing. It's not to cut it. You mean as far as being fine grit? I've gone up to 8,000 before. And I gotta tell you right now, I have never cut a fresh paint job with anything finer than 1,500, 1,000 on some really rough spots, but that's a rarity. This one here, we're trying to flatten that out, and like the run that was here, I still see a little bit of a haze right here where a run is. So I'm cutting this one with 800, but I've got enough clear on there that I've got plenty of wiggle room to take them sand scratches out. Now, if you only got 2-3 coats on there, you don't have enough room to go that thick or that coarse. There's just not enough material to cut it out flat. Everybody knows I don't like building show cars. What the heck is that? Railroad ready. I like building beautiful drivers. Okay, I don't know what that was, but it's gone now. I like building beautiful drivers that people's not afraid to get out there and enjoy. I've done a couple show cars and I hated it, mainly because of the customer. But like this one here, Adam's my brother, y'all. I love him like a brother, man. He's been an amazing, amazing person to get to know. Very easy to get along with. We think along the same lines. And you don't micromanage. If you're having somebody do a car for you, that's one thing you don't want to have in the air. And that's micromanage your project when you hire somebody to do your job. Because if you know how you want it done and you know a better way, why didn't you do it to begin with? Right? Me and Adam are really good in everything we've done on this car. Definitely get a workout here, guys. Everybody fall asleep on me? 37 watching, 40 likes. Thank you all. All right, Ashley, this is a 63 Biscayne. Yeah, I'm much happier with that sand. Awesome. I haven't used a siphon feed gun in, oh my goodness, a long time. I'm gonna move this stuff over out of the way here. Daniel, thank you. I appreciate that. Gotten a lot of new subscribers the past few days and weeks, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys want to follow along on this vehicle, if you go into my playlist, 63 Biscayne, Pandora, you can see from the day it came in all the way up till now. It's had a ton of work done to it. And it's had a lot of work done to it before I even got it in here. Adam already had the floors all done, had it done on the rotisserie, the whole 9 yards. I think I need to go get me another breath of fresh air. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. How many people we got watching now? 37. It's cut way back. I'm cutting it down to 800. I'm doing it live. All right. The owner's coming in, guys. I wouldn't know, Adam. I wouldn't know. Troublemaker. Remember what I did yesterday, Adam, before we left on that fender? I ended up going over that whole driver's side with 800 this morning. When I come over to this side, I decided I'm going to go live. Yesterday's live turned out to be a really good hit, so. If I'd have stayed live for 6 more minutes yesterday, I'd have been a complete 4 hours. I don't even know how long I've been live now. You don't want to watch this. I'm going to strap you down and make you watch, buddy. Oh, I know you was. I know you was. Randy Jr. texted me at, what was it, about 5:30 this morning. He said, I don't know when I'm going to get to go home. He said, after class, I guess. And then, I don't know, it was 8:30, 9 o'clock. He put a short up on his way home. I know he's excited to get back home. That'd be rough being away from your home for 4 weeks without your 2 little ones and your wife. I've seen quite a few people in here today. A lot of new names. I'm going to switch to the softer pad. I'm using your dirt block, Adam, for the big areas. What are you up to today, Adam? 74. I could not believe last night I had 86 people in chat. That was awesome. It's been almost a year, if not more than a year, since I've had that many people in my premiere. Bouncing back and forth. Oh, how many's here? Oh yeah. A year ago, we was hitting 110, 115. That's why it went down. No, honestly, when I dropped was when I was so busy last year that I couldn't do the premieres. That hurt. That really, really hurt. But those of you that's been around for a long time, yeah, building the shop actually hurt. It didn't do all that great. But those of you that's been around for a long time knows everything that I was going through last year with 3 deaths in the family and just I needed a break. Needed a break. And without doing the building, I wouldn't have a place to work. So that had to be done. Had to be done. All right, here we go. Last fender for 800 grit. Brr, brr, brr. Could have sworn I just heard my front door. Okay. They didn't release it yesterday, huh? Uh, when you're in that much pain, it's going to be where they can handle you. They can moderate that a little better. That's the ticket. All right, one more session. I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Welcome to the channel. See you, Rusty. Be careful running, buddy. Yeah. You guys want to see something really cool? I have to move you over for this one. Are we still live? My phone went black. Are we still live? I hope we're still live. But I don't know if we're still live. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll be wet sanding the black. Can you still see the screen? Can you see the screen, Adam? The phone went black. I don't know what's what. Okay. You can see this area. You can tell this area is hazy, but there's no more ripples, correct? Now you want to see what it's going to look like after buff. Wax and grease remover is a tell-all. And honestly, in between each step, you're supposed to wax and grease remove it. Awesome. Thank you. I don't know what time it is, but I've been working on the car since 7 o'clock, both sides, from here to here. Yes. Yes, it does. Of course, it's kind of ripply because of the spray. Now, what I did was wet sand at 800. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to nip it in the butt. I'm going to jump all the way to 2000. I grabbed a bit. What's 10 to 1? But what I'm going to do now is jump over and I'm going to go 2000 grit. Hi, Finn, thank you. I'm going to run at 2000 grit. You're telling me it's 1250 in the afternoon? Dad, nabbit. I appreciate that, Finn. I never would have guessed it was that dang late. Never would have guessed. Looks like my truck's getting put on hold. I wanted to have the whole top half done today. I ain't even ate lunch. I gotta eat lunch. I like lunch. It satisfies the belly. And depending on what lunch is, it might put you to sleep. Because you eat too much. Alright. And what is going on? Frequent buffering. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not a mechanic. I don't have the patience for that. Some days I don't have patience for this, but yeah. All right, now I'm going to jump it up to $2,000. I was going to stop once I got this far, but I gotta find my where's it at? I know I had it. It's here somewhere. There it is. I was gonna stop the live stream once I got this far, and then drop over to the I was going to drop over to the regular camera for the Tuesday night premiere, but I want to do just a small section here. Let's see how this thing comes out. Yes, we did. We make a really good team. All right, I gotta find my other block. I'll be right back, guys. I don't want to use a hard block on this. There it is. All right, I'm using my soft block. This is one of those dual blocks. It's harder on one side, soft on the other. I'm gonna use the soft side. Let's just see what the shine does, going from 800 to 2,000. I'm gonna move my dry rag because I don't want it all wet. Then I'm gonna grab my rag so I got a nice drip. Yesterday we sanded with 1500. I think that was a waste. I really do think that was a waste of time yesterday. I mean, it cut some of the worst of it, don't get me wrong, but I think I should have just stepped it right to 800 and went, but I didn't know how it was going to cut, how it was going to end up. I'm going to tell you, after this 2000, you're going to be amazed at the difference. I need to cut my paper just a little bit wider though. That's annoying. What part of Germany are you in? Randy? Thank you. Since I got it all cut out to 800, all I'm doing is taking out the sand scratches from that. bet we're down to about 2 coats left on this clear. From 5 to 2, that's good, that's good. I'm going to try, after I hit it with 2,000, I'm going to try to hit it with a buffer, see how it looks. I'm hoping that's as far as I gotta go. Oh my, I like it. I can still see the 800 scratches, so. No, I'm not going to be buffing it today. I still got to get it out there on the lift so I can do below the belt line. That's going to be next week. Well, let's do a little more sanding with this, see what it takes. Actually, you know what? Forget that. Let's hit it with 15, and then the 2,000 shouldn't take much at all. Oh yeah, I can feel it changing now. I can feel it. Awesome, I appreciate it, man. All right, there's 1,500 grit. I know that ain't enough. So, I'll go over that with 2,000 quickly. Well, I blocked that out. You can't feel that stripe. That stripe's smooth. Yeah, I try to stay away from the newer ones, but I do get them in. In fact, here in about a half hour, there's going to be a new one in here. Dang it, that means I'm going to have a late lunch. Forgot about that. I got a later model Honda minivan coming in that's totaled. They got to do some repairs. The newer stuff is basically just fill in between, and extra cash type thing. See, I wasn't getting that slurry before going from 800 to 2000, so this should make a world of difference hitting at 15 first. I think she's sleeping in the chair over there. She was mad at me all week because I wasn't letting her in the paint booth. All right. Let's see what she looks like. Like a mirror. How long have I been on anyhow? 137 minutes. It looks really good. I think I lost it live. There it goes. What do you think? I don't know why my screen went black. That's weird. I can see it on the TV, but I can't on the phone. Yeah, you can see a huge difference. I think that's the ticket, Adam. Thank you. Well, I think I'm going to drop off the live, and I'm going to call see where lunch is. I'm hungry. No, thank you for buying lunch yesterday, too, Adam. Appreciate it. I guaranteed. Yes, sir. We're doing some wet sanding. We're getting this thing blocked out slicker than snot. Why is that? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. All right. Yeah, if you see over here, I went ahead and got this whole side blocked out. I got to clean it all up yet. I got this whole side blocked out this morning, and then I decided to go live. So I did that on the other side. Look, Adam runs. These are a little easier to take out though. Yeah, that black, I mean, that laid out beautiful. Top surface though. The verticals, that's where I had issues on this one. But still turned out beautiful. He's got two of them already. He's waiting on two more to come in. I don't know the specs on them, but Adam does. They're wild looking. They fill the fender wells, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, this has been a long week. See, Sunday pressure washing the booth, Monday cleaning the car, taping the car, spraying the red, Tuesday cleaning the car, taping and spraying the black, and taping and spraying the blue. Then Wednesday, untape, clean the booth, retape, and spray clear. Thursday, sand, Friday, sand. It's been a busy week. Thanks, Beck. I appreciate that. I come back. You was here when I started doing the 800 grit, right? I finished the whole thing with 800. I come back from here to here. I did 1500 right there. And then I went over the same area with 2000 somewhere right there. I think it's going to look fine as frog hair. Well, guys, I'm going to drop off here. It's been more than 2 hours. And yeah, my belly's growled. Let's see. 1:15 already. Wow. 6 hours and 15 minutes wet sanding to get it flat. But I'll tell you what, I am really, really happy with the way it's turning out this time. Yeah. Looks good. All right, guys, I'm going to drop off here. Well, it won't let me. I'll just have to turn the phone around. I kind of like doing these lives while I'm working during the day. If you guys like it, let me know. I might do them every day, depending on what I'm doing, of course. Some jobs I can't, other jobs I can. If you like watching this, whether it's doing the paint work or fabrication or body work or whatever I'm doing, if you like watching that like this, let me know, and I might start doing lives every day. It sure slows down on the GoPro usage. Oh, there's my other phone. I better grab it. Well, guys, it's Friday. Everybody be safe out there. Have a great weekend. And if you want to become a member of my channel, I'm going to go live tomorrow morning. I've got about 3, maybe 4 hours that I can work on my truck. That'll be members only live. If you want to slide over there and hit that join button, I'd sure appreciate it. It's only $5 a month. All right, guys, till the next one, have a blessed day. I will do that. I like that. It's a great idea. Thanks, Vic.